Yeah, dude, this should be really fun. I'm glad, obviously, as well, we get to have a little bit of a litmus test of potentially where Aurora are lying coming into this one, how good the temperature is. Obviously, you had those Xantares highlights before the game. You're probably going to get a damn lot of them inside of the game as well. Feels like he's always had some hot streaks. Quite a fun little head-to-head as well, isn't it? You know, having Device versus Xantares. It's always a little bit of a pep in the step, feels good round when you get them two popping off. So let's dial in for it. Second series of the day. Myself and Mac, the Safari Squadron, that's you. We get to watch Aurora take on Astralis here with a CT side start on Nuke.
Pop towards the A site. Coming in swiftly. Smoke on main. HooXi at CT vent is going to be in a hard crossover between him and Wakadia. Okay, tapping heads is the name of the game, and it's going pretty good here for HooXi, who we might have done a little dirty before. Jota in a 1v3, trying to make it happen on the flank side. Isolated fight with one of the goats, but won't get past Stare. And there you have it, Astralis off to the races with a T pistol. And Ruger giving it to him.
Okay. A little bit of spice.
Needs to be mentioned as well, you know, the narrative that I heard about last week, because we somehow managed to dodge every Astralis game. And I know there's a lot of hate watchers out there that do tune in for the Astralis affairs, but we'll see how many of those are here today. Can we get a roll call? Astralis hate watchers in the chat. You guys here? Did you guys turn up?
Yeah, we need to know.
Are you just Aurora fans?
Which clicks are present, realistically, don't we?
Yeah. Who's here? Who's not? Let us know. But yes, again, the recurring theme last week was Astralis kept on picking Nuke 2 times, got plastered, but then the 3rd time they picked it, you know, they say 3rd time is the charm. Ooh, okay. It ended up going right. This time, though, as you can see, Xantares, he is here, and he is looking to go for the fast old flank to stop this pressure on the A site, which has been held off for now. Device ready for the flank. Badger, the 2-piece feed from the top of hut, and Wakadia. I don't know if they're aware of his position here on default, but we do see the back away. And the reroute from 2 of the original Astralis squad, Device and Magisk. They don't have the package, but they do have the time on their side. And Aurora make a play in the meanwhile, taking lobby control, can set themselves up for a win. And with the search towards ramp, Madja will make his way to heaven on a nice timing as Wakadia looks to put the pressure towards main instead. And that might happen in just a moment. Oh, this timing kind of crazy for Astralis. Still not spotted. Are they going to be able to full time it? Oh, Madja finally getting the info. And off the back of that, Wakadia still yet to make his move. Okay, here on the door side may have been seen. Magisk heads up play, and they know that Madja is here, but it's today that Magisk turns up, hitting some crackers. And there you have it. 2-0 to kick things off, fending off the force.
Bloody hell. Yeah, a bit of a slow one there, very uncomfortable. Astralis taking their damn fine time with the plays, and Magisk eventually being able to spot out on the cross there. There's a bit of a dink on the peep back up from back of the rafters, but just didn't amount to anything overall. So no opportunity to get that one over the finish line for Aurora. 2-0 so far on the T side start into this best of 3 for Astralis. HooXi got that scout outside, close in the smoke. Ooh, did Stare not see? He did not. Backstab. Oh, that's a nice free pick and an AK upgrade as well.
Good start to the round. Again, a spanner in the works, potentially. This rifle dangerous in the hands of many of these individuals on the Aurora side, and you can see that's going to be tossed across to Xantares, who's got that Kevlar. And is happily just clearing over through the door side. But it's outside they need to worry about, and Xantares focuses back here just in time, spotting the individuals that he needs to, almost getting every single one of them. Device, reactive, can't flick to Madja in time, and it's Yabby to try and save the day, taking huge damage from the door member. And with 40 on the clock, has no bomb on his back. And the opportunity is going to go Fleet. He makes his way to T-Roof, which has been seen. No. He's timed that to a T, but Jota in a position where he can hear the jump up the silo. But he goes lower. Silent drop, and it is the fade away for a little bit of Jane time. Lackluster for the Astralis fans, but Aurora going to be happy with that being their first round. They brought, what, like a couple of deagles into it.
Yeah, not too bad whatsoever. It was just kind of awkward outside play. You find that first pick, they're able to put more together. And it results in the round finally being dialed in for them with a few upgraded guns for absolutely free as well. No price tag on those. That was the Wicadia play to start it off, just easy deagling. You never want to be going up against Zantares with an AK, holding an angle like that either. So fair play. Little bit of fight back on the server initially then, the opening rounds. Timeout going to be called in pretty early.
Yeah, just looking to steady the ship. They don't have a lot brought in here, so you kind of want this key piece of the puzzle in the hands of Yabby to set up the round in the best way possible. See what the angle is here. And how Astralis try to find their way into a third T round. Loving the XM buy out of Madja. He's in the right position to make it work for sure, especially up against some low armor, low buy Ts. They've spent every penny that they can. Except for Stare, who's probably saving for the AWP. And Zantares, never worried. Full of confidence. Takes the wide line, but runs out of bullets to spend. And this XM is ringing true. HooXi, a little worried. And running for dear life. Back on the line here, 3 more shots, and somehow he has tanked every shot. That's a true Giga Chad maneuver.
Mate, that's
what the hell?
Yeah, I don't know how he's just taken the spam on the chin there. Usually you can really rep yourself with the XM10. Like 3 bursts at most, man. You know, hit them with the slugs, they're down. He didn't give a damn.
HooXi having a look. Actually, with that nade, that'll incentivize him to continue going for it, but he's never going to expect HooXi on the slow flank, which doesn't need to activate. Device gets the job done. Playing point man on the main side. And we were questioning what they were going to do to make this round work, and it was just hit a couple of beautiful shots. It started so well for Aurora there with Zantares at outside. But then some, I don't know. I actually have no idea how those XM shots didn't kill HooXi. Like the crosshair looked good on all the shots. Ooh. And that might sum up the feeling for the Aurora camp. Faber, going to be having a yarn with the boys. Probably trying to calm them down after a rocky start here on the stronger side, the CT side of Nuke. It is still early days. They are going to force right back in. Jota down to the 5-7, everyone else with A1Ss. But where are the rifles going to be placed?
Yeah, let's see what we get. Oh, hello. Yabby as well. Man's got the MP5 SD. Silencer attached. Let's see if he'll be loud in the round. Pops out, trying to make plays. Cash for that one. Major down and out. Zantares forced to trade. Good for 2 as he rings their bell on entry. It leaves it just down to Device and HooXi then. HooXi in the back pocket. Nates to play with for Device, but he keeps it locked on the crosshair. Slick with it. Straight to the head of Jota. Down to a 2v2. Rounds you can play from. Minute and 20 on the clock. Difference Mactor is, though, they've got the bomb cold on the site.
Reminiscent of that, what was it, second round of the game so far, bomb in the exact same position. But we'll see how Aurora play it this time. They've got more firepower. They went for the aggressive push into lobby last round. But let's see if the change of approach, CT Vent and Eyes on Heaven, is going to be a better crossfire to play with. HooXi making his way in here and just trying to time it with device on main. Both looking to play. Oh, there's the info. There's the pick. And with Woxic's position known, let's see if device can figure out where that second player is, but Zentaras go straight for it. Woxic swinging with him. And that'll be that. Aurora hitting back and fending off the rifles from Astralis for a second.
Good to see. You imagine good to see for some of the hate watchers among you as well. We saw there were some people coming in. They said they're present, Max, so we got a few people in the building. Be in the back of the classroom, you know, hoodies on, glasses on.
Ooh. Oh, look at that. Zentaras knew what was coming, but just dropped that incend a second too early. So won't be able to break the wall. As Astralis, have they been spotted? Making a bit of noise now. Oh, and the crosshairs looked good. Damage on a Magisk, who has the hero AK. And as you can see, he realizes he is just a beanbag. So we'll toss that to Stare instead. He's looking slightly healthier. As everything's still slowing down. Astralis just stretching out the clock. Let's see if HooXi can potentially do this again. He showed his invulnerability towards lobby against the shotgun, but how can he fare against Woxic here with an M4? Not well. Oh, okay. Yabby brings that back. Taps it down on Madja. Now in the 4v3, the A site is in their hands. All three remaining CTs over towards ramp, towards that B site, expecting it to be a lower approach, but now it's going to be a slower one on the retake. And a very expensive round if they can't do it successfully.
Yeah, don't fluff your lines on this. Some quick taps and it could all go wrong. Zentaras with the first look in, shuts down Magisk, able to make another disappear, and it's easy picking so far. But Yabby, with that Tech 9, still wants to cause some trouble. Zentaras tapping shots at his tippy toes, and they will tap away at the bomb as well. So 3-3, it's all tied up.
That post plant just crumbling. Zentaras showing his worth, showing us exactly why he's rated, what was it? Was it 10 out of 5 sausages?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, love to see it. The true glizzy gobbler. Let's see if he can continue to take out the Danish individuals.
Those 5 prime roasted Danish dogs. Those hot dogs. And Woxic, he's got his scope on for a nibbling, Mac.
Primed and ready. And he'll nibble away. Ooh, Zentaras. Finding 2 from the backside. A Stare is expecting a swing of a wider variety, but it is just a slow one, and Madja locks it in, which will shoot Aurora into the lead. 4-3 now. Successful retake, cracking the economy of Astralis in the prior. Let's see what's that. 2 alive at the end, so it's not smooth sailing yet for Aurora. You can see it is heavy reinvestment. Not a lot left there, so still at breaking point. This round incredibly important to win, not only for the round count, but also the win with as many members alive as possible. And there we go. Better timing on the Zentara's molly. That wall of smokes is going to have a huge hole in it. And with HooXi, he's gone for the rotation straight to Secret. Stair had cleared it, but on the repeat, HooXi ready. Drops the smoke to fall away. He calls the holes clear, but yeah, Wakadia rerouting back towards the top site. And in the meanwhile, Astralis haven't really done anything to take space. So that's allowed HooXi to go to the opposing side of the map, right here on the ramp side. We'll see what the call is. HooXi's still pushing the point at outside. And Yabi going to activate for a later ramp approach, but trying to fall away to safety. Gets caught by HooXi in the meanwhile. And the numbers just get thinner and thinner, but that full contact across the Secret is unseen by Aurora. Is this where things get weird?
Well, the battle of who has the upper hand on this one, potentially towards ramp side then. As HooXi plays stationary, pre-scoped up, Device will be taking the fight towards him. And the real heat is revealed at the B site. Jota down close ramp, HooXi already in position. It's a slow walk up, contact play from Device, but his teammates suffer the price first. Turn around, oh, missed shot. HooXi gives an opportunity and Device grabs it with both hands. Retake on the cards now. Time starting to tick away. There's the play made from HooXi. Shots back into them. 2 down. Not looking too good for the CT side. They're going to have to speed this one up. Major with a flash out, but Device still scoped in. And Zantares knows it's gone. No time, no chance. The Star of Excellence 2012 awarded to Device for his play here in 2025.
Oh, Device just gets out the Metastar and whips it on the table. Insane scenes. How's it all gone wrong for Aurora there? Device showing his worth. And that he's not looking to go anywhere. Man loves his job, and he's bloody good at it. It was such a solid start from HooXi, though. It was like just a full-on AWP round, all things considered. There it is again. Just getting in behind enemy lines, and Aurora none the wiser. So we're all tied up, 4-4. Still a chance for anyone to be out in the lead at the half. And this is what we were talking about, that money was not in a good way for Aurora. So we got scout gameplay coming through for HooXi. Jota just down to the Deagle. It's looking rough out here for the CTs. They're straight onto the Frankfurts, like the bad kind.
Bloody hell. It's all happening, all the action, all the time here on Nuke then between these two at the minute. Oh, slowly but surely. Contact AWP in the hands of Device. Eking closer, looking for an opportunity to strike here and crack open with a first pick. Scope down towards Secret now. A little bit of space being made. There's a player down through vent, so they've got backup. It's not going to be a clean walk just into the sides. Wakadia just with a jump spot, so he can get info when push comes to shove. They're already out through lobby as well, so big information being garnered. And here comes the play. Faster hit towards B. Device posted up, looking for the ramp run out. And it's free. First frag's good. Oh, getting a bit messy now, though.
But the pause from Astralis. Trying to spot Aurora overplaying, and all there was a little glove poking around the corner, but Device takes his hand away as HooXi wishes he had an AWP his own. The scout just ineffective at holding from such an awkward angle. And it's just a matter of moments before Zentaras goes down. But Yabi, curious as to where he could be. And he might go down himself if Zentaras heads this direction. Timing should allow it, although Yabby flicks back, gets the info, but that's the round now fully found. And a lead taken back by the Danes. We're going back and forth round after round. But Zantara's 13-5. Still unable to do enough to keep Aurora in the lead.
Device just playing those passive angles to a T, as always. The device angles, if you will. Hits those, makes a lot of difference in the late round. 5-4 then. Zantara's, what tricks you got up that sleeve with the old AK? We'll see if you can really do much with a weapon. It's a bit of a slower round, obviously set up on T roof for now. Jota gets into a bit more of an advanced position as well in case they come quick out towards the A site. It is just going to be a push round through ramp sides. So crunching onto lobby, taking a lot of this info back off them from Trophy. You can peek out through Hut now as well. And this is because they're running that default outside and on T roof, but a little bit of info there to work with. Still not the best tools for the job though.
Zantara's, just trying not to overstep that line, but he does. And there goes the difference maker of the round. Just boiling down to specific moments. The CTs in the meanwhile are going to be able to spot this push from Heaven. Magic dropping into the Lion's Den and won't allow the AK to play. Magic thought he might have been able to whisk that away. Have a shot at bringing this one back, but Magic doing God's work there. Yes, it's eco kills, but it's stopping from weird situations developing.
Terrorists win.
But it's flawless in the end. Just that thorough gameplay. Good coverage. A lead now achievable at the half. 7 on the horizon with a potential 8th if Aurora don't get their ducks in order. But they're back on the guns at least.
Good. Hard for Ducks to use firearms, of course, without having those opposable thumbs or even fingers at all. But hey, we'll see if they can get their ducks organized here in a nice straight and narrow row. Zantara stepping in the heat. Uh-oh. Down to 36. So taking a fair bit of chip damage just off the initial light utility investment to open up a bit of space here around towards Squeaky. Majest wants nothing in terms of the overcommit. Postures back, grabs the bomb. Everyone else with their crosshairs focused on a walkout though towards ramp, and maybe there's a play to be made. Zantara's close on contact, looking for the face. Good with a backline stab, but there's 2 quick trades. HooXi and Yabby getting those off. And ships in the night, it's there to go secret, and Wakadia has no idea about this.
Everything's slowing down to a dribble. There's been a lot of contact play this game, a lot of sneaking, a lot of weird flanks coming through on nasty timings. Wakadia are going to be doing just that as HooXi takes another, but won't be able to escape to safety. In a position which isn't usually one and done, but the spacing so good for the trade here for Astralis. And down to the 2v2 we go. Device not fast enough on the flick this time with Wacadia's position known, and I believe the vent drop heard. Yabby, he's been able to reposition successfully up here towards control, but hits that trigger straight away. Didn't matter. Dodged the damage for the death and will win the clutch in the 1v2.
Bloody hell. Delayed fist bumps there, but celebrations nevertheless. Nice play for Yabby to convert. Ooh, some clutch shooting down to the wire. Yeah, the jump scare. Oh, that one.
That's when you know they're locked in. if they're getting legitimately jump scared from someone flanking them.
It happens though, honestly, Mac. CS is like the best horror game for it, for those like visceral, kind of heart-pounding jump scares that happen sometimes. Can be terrifying. Oh, by the way, mate, I've got a good one for you. You might enjoy.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you've seen this, but Khan's absolutely cooked. He's come up with a tweet. He's tweeted tagging the entire team within a circle, and he's just wrote the caption, "Winner circle." He's cooked, isn't he? That's genius.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's good content, you know. Some of the best to ever do it.
No, I like that. I like what he's done there. Because obviously, like, inner, and he's just winner, you know? Just for those of you that might not have understood the joke. But yeah, great kind of punchline there. I thought you'd enjoy that one, bro.
It takes a lot of creativity from the full shock cockroach.
Yeah, legend.
That one happened.
A legend.
Daddy knows best.
He has offered us so much. Classics such as Mouse Break, You Can Call Me Daddy, the Full Shock Cockroach, like the infinite wisdom he's had.
And now another great. Winner circle. Well, 40 seconds left and nothing has happened this round. Nothing at all. CT's ready to defend the pop on the hut side of things, and its attention drawn over towards ramp. Still a double stack here, but they don't want to go for the rotate, and Zentara is posted, will go over the top of Device, who's peeked him with a crouch at the right time, but it's HooXi here standing side by side. The spacing good, but attention drawn away from Wakadia, who gets it done from CT vent. Only Magisk right in between the blender, and that's going to be the 5th found by Aurora. Is it enough to salvage the map? Let's find out after the half. A crazy affair in the first half there, Jackie. Why don't we just both do the intro together? All right, 3, 2, 1.
Hello.
Welcome back to ESL Pro League.
ESL Pro League. This has been a great first half of the game. Obviously, 7-5 Astralis being able to play a blinder, but Aurora keep it close. Let's see what they have here in the 13th as the pistol goes live now.
Almost think that. I think we pretty much nailed that. Almost the same words and everything.
Yeah, I think if they listen back to that, that'll either sound like summoning a demon and give them like an aneurysm to start off the day, or maybe it will sound good. We're still working on that innovative, left and right isolated audio meta.
Of course, of course.
We'll keep that cooking.
Well, for the moment, the demons of Astralis are going to be trying to hold here on the A side, but it ain't working. It looks like it's Aurora that are swinging together. Stare revealing his hand, but oh, hang on a second. He's still got health to play with here. And Aurora may be worried about how this one ends. They don't want to tap it, but they will.
Bomb has been planted.
Bomb plant successful. And Stare hoping he can try and buy some time. Not showing face for a moment. We'll have an isolated one onto Xantaras, but it's hard to hit with Wakadia swinging on the backside of sight. And there it is. Pistol in the bag and a chance to make the comeback happen quickly.
Oh, that's good. So there was just one. I can't tell if it's like mega sarcasm, but it's funny. But there's like one guy that replied obviously to the intro pistol segment. And he's gone, this is actually so funny what they're doing. And then afterwards he's gone, I'm still laughing, by the way. It's like guys even just so livid. Oh, so good. Yeah, great sarcasm. Either way, anyway, look at us. 7-6, it's all happening. They've got guns. And so do Astralis, but different types. And that's the beauty of Counter-Strike having an economy. Hey, though, HooXi, 5-7, sat inside a garage. Let's see if he can make a backstab maneuver onto Xantaras. Shouldn't know about this. Low HP as well. Could be a free AK in the hands. Still, 5 versus 3. It's not the ideal round to be in.
How long do they go without moving? That's what I want to know.
Probably about 15 more seconds, I reckon.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah, you're about 14 off. But that's not too bad.
That's a pretty good average, dude. 13 seconds of difference? That's nothing. That's like 10 seconds of difference.
I feel like Yabby's going to feel ripped off there. He got a dink on one of them, big damage on the other, but no confirmed kills. HooXi, of course, going to be happy just to save the AK cross into the future. With the MP9 and armor, there's a chance that they can get something going in the next round. But this one will be receded. 7-7. Things all tied up here as Aurora may feel some more comfort with these first couple of rounds. But the thing they need to remember is they won both pistols and they're still not that heavily in the lead. So Astralis, once they get the finances sorted, things could get a bit scary for the Turks.
Bro, if like a different sort of species could play Counter-Strike and they had like Ant Counter-Strike or like, Aardvark CS, like what animal do you think it would be? What would be the fun kind of sporting animal? Like giraffes, necks are too long, it's not really going to work. You can't fit those on stage. Feasibly, I don't think they'd have the reaction time for it. Maybe lemurs. Sure. What sort of animal is the closest to being able to contend on the CS server?
I think the only animals I think that could are probably like monkeys, right?
Maybe if you like train them over a lengthy period of time.
Wait. HooXi's just got 3 of the easiest kills of his life. Aurora with no trade game, no flash game, just running into the stack. And I think you can see it on the face of Xantaras. He's kind of half smiling, thinking, how have we just done this again?
Yeah, it's not ideal. Bro, sometimes you just get rinsed by 5-7, I guess.
You got me thinking about, native animals to both the countries that we're casting at the moment. And I was thinking, what are like native animals to Turkey?
Are there any interesting ones? What's like the rarest animal?
Well, I wouldn't say the rarest, but the funniest one that I've found is the northern bald ibis.
Oh.
Because we have ibises in Australia.
Yeah.
But this thing is looking pretty bald. Like, the forehead doesn't end, It's kind of ends halfway up the top of the scalp.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
I don't know. Yeah. I got to stop trusting Google, though, because, I learned earlier that it doesn't always tell the most correct things.
Yeah, it might not actually be the right animal. You might have gotten the wrong country. Probably could be a thing. I know what you're like.
Do you know what we call ibises in Australia?
I don't know. Probably like, yeah, look at that big, soft, sparky fella over there.
Yeah, almost. They're bin chickens.
Bin chick. There we go.
Because they just hang around the bins. They got that long snout.
Yeah.
Just pick out all the half-eaten bunny snags. And that's dinner. That was the whole round. That was literally the whole round. HooXi just took 3 kills and then nothing else happened.
That was all, yeah, that's literally what they had to do. He just left-clicked on them and that was it. Bro, like you say in medieval times, by the way, they used to hypothesize the reason why porcupines and stuff like that, they had spikes is because they would roll around in the fruit and then like walk home all that fruit stuck to their spikes to feed their young. That's like all the depictions of porcupines and hedgehogs back in the day. That's what they thought they were up to before science, They were like, damn, this spiky fella's eating all the fruit.
Yeah.
And then obviously we got Sonic the Hedgehog, and now we know how hedgehogs actually work.
And Knuckles the Echidna.
Yep.
Shout out one
to
time.
him. Mm-hmm. Great animal.
Soars through the sky.
Oh, you ever heard of binturongs? They're incredible.
I have heard of binturongs. Why have I heard of binturongs? Let me have a look.
They smell like popcorn.
What?
Yeah.
It looks like a
bear cat.
Oh, it's a bear cat. Yeah, that kind of checks out. I was going to say it looks like a seal, but like a land seal.
Land seal.
Or like a land otter?
Yeah, I guess, dude.
Yeah, ugh. Kind of gross.
They're cool. They're really cool.
Yeah, I'm sure they are.
Shout out binturongs. If you've got a binturong or if you've met one in your school, I don't know why, let us know. Maybe someone
They live
from
in
Oz.
schools.
No, but they're always turning up. They're like animal ambassadors, They got jobs.
Right, so they're kind of like the Zentaras in the way that they're always turning up,
Yeah, they're there, they're on time, they're mean mugging. Binturongs probably actually don't kill as many people anywhere near, probably.
And what, as Zentaras or as
Hey, he normally kills a lot,
Yeah. He's a frag aficionado. Let's see if it's going to be the other Aurora members to try to save the day here. HooXi hoping he can arrive on the scene just in time. Bomb going to be planted for single, but he goes to double. That's never going to end well. And he's hoping that they're not sticking it, but there's the round. Kill afterwards, reveals his hand. And he should be safe and sound in the vent to carry across to the next. But there we go, Astralis finding 2 back-to-back to get their CT side kicking.
It doesn't always buckle me as well, by the way. Whenever EPL rolls round, the mix of people that come in that must be getting like, that forehead vein, dude, when you're so stressed, just going nuts. Like, why are they talking about binturong? What is this animal that smells of popcorn? Like, fucking losing it. They're just talking about popcorn bear. Like, yeah.
I'm so sad that we have so many audio-only listeners that they can't actually see what's going on the screen. It's actually fascinating.
Got to invent like smell-o-vision, but
yeah.
Just smell the kills and still know what's happening when you're at work.
Let's see what Aurora can do.
Sorry, but that's just talking nonsense over the 2 most important rounds of the map. Great. It's
right.
It's good.
Justice for binturongs, man.
Yeah, you leave those binturongs alone. They needed that highlight. They're an endangered animal, probably.
Probably. Look, they're in zoos, they're probably endangered. That's why you don't see cats in zoos.
Damn right. Facts with Mac. And Yota's getting burned. All right. Yota, mate. Straight flames on Yota.
Let's see if HooXi is going to be sneaky enough here. He's on that low box, which can hide his little head. Although, decides to go for the more active approach, fighting for it, but there's two more T's. And Zentaras is in the mix of things. But Katie, in the meanwhile, is going to disrespect the smoke. Actually manages to slide to single door side. So if he can get out decon, then there is a world that the B side is opened up that much easier. But he falls to Yabby, who's gone down the vent in the meanwhile. Zentara's on low health, just trying to hold the plant here, but it's easy for Yabby, who takes him out one by one. And that's going to be double digits now for the Danes. Chat, was that enough serious business for you? Can we talk about Binturongs again? Are we allowed?
See, honestly, like, I'm not going to lie, you know, this is one of those where if you don't learn about these Binturongs now, who's going to educate you on them?
I didn't know they existed. I learned something today. I've actually learned a lot today.
See, yeah, we're learning every day, Mac. We come in here and we explore the world. We learn together. We open our eyes. That's what we do. And we take in the beauty of planet Earth. That radioactive waste.
Were we talking about zoos last match? I thought we were talking about sausages last match, and like
we
way
were
more
definitely
serious business.
We were on sausages and like inner circle, aka winner circle. Yeah.
Geography, you know, learning how regions are separated around this area.
Yeah, that's true. You were trying to figure out the globe.
It's a constantly turning thing. You know, things changing all the time.
Yeah, pretty spherical. Does tend to go around and around, and right now this game certainly does. It's Zantares, though. Finds the headshot onto the back of stair. So only two of the Astralis members left to try and shine in this round, and it's not looking good for them. Yabby close towards Secret, might be tested. Bomb is coming his way. Just has to hit those deadly taps. Can't do it, Woxic. Quick gut shot. Tempered round now, Mac. This could be an 8th on the board.
Should be locked in. We'll see how the timing fares for matches here. Not very well.
It's windy. It's windy.
It's a windy day.
It's all right. The wind's gone. Ooh.
A little awkward moment there. But it is locked in the end. And Aurora will not let Astralis run away with this just yet. How are we looking now? Ruga looking like he wants to have a quick chat with the homies. And in the meanwhile, let's take stock of the cash here. HooXi buys up and there's not a lot left afterwards. For the Aurora side of things, it's a little healthier. Of course, things slightly cheaper there for the T side. So they'll have one more buy off the back of a round loss. But ideally for them, they don't concede any more. Let's have a look at where we're heading. Magic going to be tossed to the smokes to go for the Diags, I believe. Ooh, we blocking them? Yeah, there you go. Look at that headbutt. Oh, that's a big old headbutt. HooXi, the Giga Chad, does it again. He's just giving him a second glaive smoke.
Straight off the forehead. After that. Hell of a Binturong level maneuver there. Well, set up for the smokes outside. The Sugar Glider execute. Get those over the top. Quick, land them. Subvert expectations potentially with a hit towards the back as well, whilst all of the attention is focused heavily on the outside smoke setup. A few players running this one slow as well. You've got time to cook on it for the T-roof nades. Molotov up. Quick burst in. And as long as they hit their shots, could be another round to contend with. They go ahead of the nades, trying to beat the timing, but Magisk on the lip of Hut Roof has been good for free, and he's still going. Finally put down, but it's only Woxic, vastly outnumbered, and Astralis control the Hut run out. That's a beautiful angle.
That's wild. Just stuck on the corner. And Aurora have full faith that that Molotov is going to force him off eventually, but it just never spread to those corners. Gets out the whole magazine for 3. Pulls out the USP for another dink as well. And it feels like every time we've seen Aurora try to push the point out of Hut, they've always had someone that has just shut the bloody door on them.
That hurts, man.
It's just like catching the sausage in the zipper every single time.
God,
What a good way for it to end.
No, you think everything's going well. You think you can get them ready for the day. You know, it's going to be a seamless, easy in and out motion. It's not. You get snagged on it. It does not feel good. Everything goes wrong. They just couldn't get through Hut at all. Ball's on him as well, mate. Just playing around it, like you say. Did not expect the spread, and it never came. Ooh, entry for him here as well. 15 frags to his name. Zantares is the first to fall. Round 20 looking very good for Astralis to put potentially map point on the board here on Nuke. HooXi coming back around. Contact angle on the scope.
Not sure if HooXi was close enough to hear the scope. But either way, he's going to be looking, and the angle favors HooXi here, which will bring it back to the 4v4. But Zantares, the heavy hitter, still down for Aurora. It's going to be the rest of the boys that need to fire on up, and Maggia may just be doing it, leading by example. And with Magic's position known towards the top of Hut, the T's will commit towards that lower side, but look who's here lurking in the shadows. Stare at the ready, that smoke denying vision, and the cover not quite there. Okay, smoke break, but there's no bullets left in the mag, and it's all up to Acadia to try and save this round. 1v3 angle, 17 rather, health to play with. 1 bullet. And his journey to the grave will be secured. Windows unbroken. And he's got a vantage point. And the CTs are none the wiser, not yet. Anyway, there's that first pick, but the time is ticking. And Device needs to try to get on the line. Wakadia knows that they're off it. He can just time this one down, but he doesn't. And gives them a chance to maybe get the defuse off in time. They will. Oh, he crumbled under the pressure. That was so winnable. He just went for the pick again there, Jackie.
Yeah, he kind of won it. Like, he literally kind of had won it, right? When they broke the window for him, he gets that first pick. You think he just had to play time, play safe. With so little left on it, it kind of felt like maybe he thought things were happening a bit quicker than they were towards the tail end with that repeat, man. But yeah, a few seconds of different, a slower face on that one. I thought he'd won it off that 1 pick, Mac, but damn, okay, match point, 12 on the boards.
I guess he thought Device was just running at him, and he felt the necessity to get rid of the man closest to the package, but Device with the broken smoke is going to take Zantares out again. He did so much work earlier on, but this half, he's just been neutralized completely. Device as well, with the reroute towards the back of the garage. Should be able to cut away the pressure from anyone going for main control or even peeking this direction, but Magic towards the CT vent won't be able to pivot in time, but he might not be necessary. Not if Device keeps on hitting crackers like that, and oh, there might be more as well, but HooXi sends it straight back. The scout doing God's work, missed opportunity for Maggia to finish off another. And the round gets even harder from this point. HooXi and Wakadia, the 2W. Enjoy is looking for a W in the round.
Oh, wait. What? Stair slays HooXi. Yabi takes the fight back, and suddenly it's a 1v3. 30 seconds on the clock. Wakadia, oh, the reload and the drop through the ladder. What is happening? He gets baited into the crosshair of Magisk. That was a really weird round, but either way, it's Astralis that close it, Mac.
Yeah, a long game, a weird one, and that second half had like wavy snakes and ladders. We didn't really know what we were getting at any given turn or any given... Fair enough. Are we going the right way? Are we going to W Town for Aurora, or are we going to L City? Let's see if they're going to be sent down and put in the same bracket as Mongols, who are currently 0-2 after that first series of the day. Oh, sorry for the spoiler, but hey, Mongols did not play the brand of Counter-Strike that we were expecting, and Aurora may not be either, but Astralis are bringing the fight. They're bringing the thunder, and they are starting on the CT side. So let's see if they can get the info that they're looking for. Yabby going straight into the action straight away, spotting one towards the halls, but not yet the others. As Stare is looking to join the party, makes his way through Pop, and is happy just to hold the crossfire, doesn't overstep just yet. And if he jiggles, he's into that high-low setup, which you don't want to be peeking. Does he have the patience? I'm the one getting impatient. I feel like someone needs to peek, guys. Come on. There it is.
God, it did go on for a while, didn't it? Kind of suspended disbelief. When we had the chance to cut to an external camera angle, it's like, okay, maybe someone take a fight here, guys.
The suspense was literally killing me. Inside
Bleeding
and out.
Yeah, someone needs a med kit over here. Top Mac up.
Or don't. You know, half the people here apparently hate me. And half love me. But let's focus on the positive, shall we? Cross, not going to be held there by HooXi, who gets taken out of Con. And with the Con control their space to plant. But Yabby coming back. Oh, with a vengeance. Shot at the other man, but it was the uncroucher Jota who gets done so dirty. And Astralis win the pistol kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah, okay, it's over, I guess, you know? Dude, that was so crazy. The very gnarly on the pickup there as he's standing up from the bomb plant animation into the crosshair. Ah, what a weird round.
Chaotic. Astralis don't get that loud that often, but good to hear him giving out the war cries. But with the bomb plant, you know that Aurora can purchase up into the next. So they're going to be doing just that. We've got an insta-sandwich smoke just to deny info from Astralis. And a three-man setup towards Ivy with no eyes on this position yet for Astralis.
Exchange of utility. Device falling further back, called for the rotate in. Yabby's here to assist, tucks in by Hell. Oh, Device. If HooXi doesn't instantly hit it, it could have been problematic. But coulda, shoulda, because you haven't today, Astralis and Aurora are looking to lock this one down. Good play from Jota with a flick back onto Magisk. HooXi and Stare. All that remains, this second round has been hit with some torrential plays. And they need to see if they can weather the storm. 2 versus 3, Mac, just under a minute on the clock.
Oh, and Stare tries to flash his way forward, but won't be able to get out of Pop. HooXi in an odd position, just trying to figure out how he wants to play it. There is no kit on him, but there could be one on site. But it might just be the fight that he's after. But there you go, force buy in. Change in pace. Zentaras and HooXi, 2 of the longest standing core pieces of the team. Just completely cracking open that A-site defense over towards Ivy's side. There was a kit. Thanks for finding that one. A bit too far away to grab. And Aurora answer back with the force buy.
Big round, dudes. Yeah, really nice to watch, especially on the replay. You can see some of the highlights there. That scout opener. And obviously, you brought attention to it, right? You know, they were excited. They were feeling themselves a little bit of energy in the Astralis camp. You're like, yeah, it feels good, guys. We're here. Second pistol, kicking it off well. Second map, instant reset. Now you've just got the 5-7s. Could be stuck in the mud for a little while here into the second map. Flashbangs are good, but Stare's still slick with it. Upside the head, Wakadia goes down, and Zantares has to turn it around. Ooh, HooXi with 1. Not quite the hat trick he had back on Nuke, but these pistols are still taking the piss. What's happening here, Mac? Yabby in the back line. Oh, no. He can't find it.
Chaos. Pure chaos. And Magisk in the perfect spot to not show any booty. Maggia taking the safer approach and going all the way to B, but that leaves HooXi solo, who's got just enough to survive one torso shot and won't be seen. Good coverage. Good read. And a great way to salvage the situation. It got a little messy. But Aurora now 2 on the T side already, with a 3rd on the horizon. Wow, Zentaras. You hate to see the body language, but it's a full eco from Astralis here, off the back of the Force. And Zentaras should be finding himself a nice little entree. Shaped in a couple of ecos. However, he's only got that single pick. AK retrieved. And info on what should be all those CTs towards outside, but the dinks are fending off Wicadia. But it's HooXi they should worry about. At range with the MAC-10, just spraying away and farming up plenty of cash to get the AWP online soon.
All right, then. Already a bit of a different tempo here. It felt like Astralis were going to try and keep the good times rolling from the first map, but that reset round now put into precedent with a 3-1 scoreline ahead of us. First real full test, though, off the back of the awkward flow of pistols. We get this buyout for either side, device posted up, playing contact with the support of Magisk. I mean, HooXi's right here. Might try to go for the face over. It's awkward on the timing. Magisk turns the flash, peeks up, shuts down that AWP. That's a free kill with no real room for the trade.
Ooh, the jiggle. They see him. They opt against the repeak. A wise decision. And straight off of that information, they will just reposture. Shuffle the util to Maggia. Who's going to potentially send them out here. Let me look at that. Con smoke, con molly, and a molly at the back as well, just to create a lot of space for the T's to try and clear, but they haven't cleared the first lane, so Jabby in behind enemy lines, but the edge of Thomas in the way as the B side is filtered out. It's a beautiful hit and a wonderful execution from Aurora. They knew exactly where that AWP was playing from. Didn't even have to worry about Yabby initially. We'll get the open plant as well, as Astralis are worried about the future, so they'll try to save. Also, for anyone wondering what Thomas is, it's the blue train. If we could get an observer over there to have a look at this one here, it looks kind of like Thomas the Tank Engine, which is why people call it Thomas. I had people in my game last night that asked, "What is Thomas, bro?" And I had to explain it, and they were obviously from a place that may never have had Thomas the Tank Engine. So you can Google that and see that it's a blue train. It's a children's show. It's voiced by one of the Beatles, isn't it?
I think so, mate. Yeah, interesting television show. A bit weird at times. You had the Fat Controller. He was the guy that used to pull all the strings. You know, he'd come in and he'd be like, "Oh, Thomas, you're off to deliver all the people to the station." But it does look surprisingly similar. It obviously doesn't have the face, the human face that's attached to the train. Otherwise, color scheme and shape looks a lot like Thomas the Tank Engine.
There you go.
Yeah, so now you're up to date. If you want to be hardcore and wear your hat to the back, you know, talking about the gats and your raps, now you know.
It was voiced by Ringo Starr for a while. I think that's changed over the years, of course.
Yeah,
but,
probably.
there you go. Fun fact
George,
as well.
Paul, George, and Ringo.
Before there's any
the Beatles
entry found here towards the halls. Hey, hold that thought. Story for another round. Or the fans might crucify us, Jackie. Smoke gets broken and Zentaro is going to be able to take that for free. Surely, however, Magisk takes one to the grave with him. Bomb on the ground. And the A site found, but they still are looking for where Device is hiding. And over towards Olaf is a safe space. Especially with the guys of that smoke there, but he'll be found eventually. Yabby ready, but unable to deal with the aggression through Con. And this should be a perfect time to maybe tell the story that I was going to tell. Or maybe we should tell the story of the Stair 1v4. What do you reckon?
What's the ending like? Is it any good?
Of which story?
Of this one.
This one?
Yeah.
It's looking quite lackluster. It's looking very Jamie.
Yeah, it kind of feels like it will have a bit of a save at the end. Big save! That's right. You guys found it. This was our hidden segment. You found the hidden word of today's EPL stream. The word was big. Congratulations, everyone. That's right. Let's get it back on screen. It's the word of the day here at EPL. That's big. Let's get a round of big. B-I-G. Big, everyone. There it is. Big, 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 big. It's all happening. It's a big day. Big. Damn, son, where'd you find this? Big.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
There we go. Great. Well, good job, everyone. You uncovered the hidden word of the day. That was cool.
And during the tactical, I will continue my story that I had to delay. Went to a speech therapist when I was a kid because mum thought I was talking weird. Because I just used to watch so much Thomas the Tank Engine and I had a slightly English accent on some words.
Is
so
that
that's
real?
it. That's the moral of the story. The English are weird, Jackie.
Wait,
Unfortunately, you're part of that.
Is that actually what happened?
Yep.
They were,
used to watch it religiously. Had a
your mum's
Ringo Starr
come in.
accent.
And she's like, oh, crikey, you won't believe it. Jordy's been speaking real weird. I think we got to get him into a dock light. And your dad's panicking. He's like, oh, yeah, I don't know.
I don't have a
wrong
weird
with him.
son, do I? Oh, god damn, he's going to be one of them esports casters one day.
Yeah. And the doctor's taken one look at you and just gone, oh, he's been having way too much Peppa Pig in the morning.
Can never have too much Peppa Pig.
That's true. Shout out Peppa one time.
The mention Peppa Pig on the mainstream as well. They're getting way too much airtime.
Peppa's in, man. She's generational, you know? Like, huge cultural impact. They just dropped the Peppa Pig game as well. It's on Steam. It's like top 50 on Steam or something. It's like a point-and-click adventure game, bro. Get on that, Matt. Complete it, and then come back to me tomorrow. Tell me what the ending's like.
I do like point-and-click adventures. That's why RuneScape is one of the best to ever do it.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Who's going to have the blue party hats here, Mac? That's the question. Have they got their level 99 wood cutting? As they go into the pub site, they need that fire axe. They've got to farm these mobs outside of the major cities, and it's looking good.
Bomb has been planted.
Level 99 farming. 2 spirit trees. Actually, unlimited spirit trees activated. But Magisk unable to teleport away to safety. Joda going forward and hoping that he can catch a timing, but there's suns out and guns out for both the 2 CTs who are looking to save, respecting the smoke, respecting the time remaining. And Joda looking to steal this one away. But what's the thieving level on him? Let's see. Ooh, didn't bring the blackjack to the party. So Device will escape. For at least a moment. Ooh, and the CT should be hidden away for long enough. Yeah, looks like it was. Not enough source given at the end of the round for Aurora to show us. They hunted them down. And that'll be that.
Yeah. And with those deaths in the wilderness there, it's a full reset. So tactical timeout called in. 6-1 scoreline here. So what do you think of Counter-Strike?
Me?
Yeah, I do.
Sorry, I thought you were asking, any of the other individuals
It's
here.
just like a question to the universe. Yeah, not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, I think it's all right. I love it.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's sick.
Turned it into a career, but he loved the game. Loved it enough. I hit 13,000 hours the other day.
Hey, congrats.
Up there.
Hello.
I didn't realise, but yeah, hit 200 pugs last month. That was a mistake, but you learn from them. Apparently, didn't learn too much in those 200 pugs. Let's be real.
Always adapting, mate. Always evolving. Here, though, it's there that's able to stand strong. Okay. Good damage back. Astralis actually getting some stock on the round, and HooXi eating the HE. Pac-Man plays as he nibbles down on that one. Oh, timing though. Hello. You could get a walkout on mid. Right back here through Z. Potential stab onto Yabi. Open it up a little bit. They could still cook on a round, Mac. This could be to play for.
Brings it back to the 3v3. Gives that B side a bit of sauce on it. But has he bought enough? It looks like the T's will barely make their way down the ramp in time. Stairs spotted it. Falls away and wants to play the numbers game on the retake. Still on for the ace. Having a red hot round himself here. Oh, flash timing was good as HooXi unfortunately just barely misses the wickets, and now it's all down to Madja to try and clutch it up. Stair looking for the final man here. But it's the push forward. And the bomb is certainly not planted for Madja, who goes up, sees one, and is trying to figure out the positions of the final couple. Flash forward, hoping it's more than enough, as Stair will be robbed. Absolutely robbed of the ace. Big round out of Astralis to get a second, but is it too little too late? 6 on the T side. There's so many already, Jackie.
Yeah, it's rapid, dude. They've been building up a huge buffer of rounds, playing some great CS. It actually even almost looked like they were going to give Madja a look in towards that one as well to be able to make the plays at the end there. Like the heads-up call with a flashbang, take those duels, but they play off one another. Still, scary stuff. How wrong it goes just off the back of being able to get some control in through Z and leave them in this position. And fair play, right? One man, like you say, nearly gets himself the ace. Would have done it all single-handedly. So respect on his name. 6-2 being the scoreline. We're back at it. HooXi taking so much nade damage. He can't get out. Even more dumped on top of him. He got the pick though, Mac.
Going back for more. Seconds. Always welcomed here on the gain train. And that'll turn this one into an Astralis favoured round with the 4v3. Full control towards the A site, stacked up towards B. Knowing that Aurora love to head towards this B site when they are that man down. And in the meanwhile as well, they can just play retake on A. Look at this real estate Magisk has been able to find. Just edging further and further forward. And the scope is here, ready to clear upper. If Zentara's goes an inch too far, there's still so much util here. A bunch of mollies, bunch of flashes, which can force the lines to differ. But device locked in right at the right moment and spots yet another. It's Yabi to cover. And 4 surviving at the end of it. Big round out of device.
Yeah, he's had some good form as well this series. Had some really nice rounds of him. This is another one to add to the total tally. Right, good sequence with the utility. Got the follow up to stop HooXi from getting away after he made a play in main. Doubles it up. HooXi's had some ups and downs, but he's been trying to lead the troops as best he can, keeping them energized. Obviously a lot of stern words. Similar situation it feels though for the coach, of course, of Aurora, right? Fabre coming in here, trying to give some of his thoughts back over. It's quite a close relationship him and Madja have always had as well. A lot of trust in one another, so always useful when it comes down to these moments.
Tension's rising as well. If Astralis can find momentum moving into the second half, then maybe there's hope for that 2-0. But I am enjoying what Aurora are doing. It's just these adaptations you can see Astralis making that keep me thinking that they could be in here with a shot. Early molly and nade combo over towards Pop just to try to take that control. It's good utility from Aurora again. As Yabi forced to respect the smoke towards upper, which will get refreshed just to draw attention that direction. And a passive approach from Aurora, who will activate towards Ivy at some point. It's just a matter of when. And also how. The how being, how good is Magisk on the scope? And where is this first contact made?
Yeah. How's that hit going to come out on Ivy? Because they want it. They're playing contact for it. They're going to pop flash over, try bait out the crosshair. Oh, felt like he was given so much time for the play. Both of them get away with murder. Bullet to the brain. Both of the Orbs cold on the ground. Another pick for free as well as the brains of the operation get splattered. HooXi down, but Astralis quickly losing any kind of grip they had on the round here in the 10th. But look where they are, coming through a close choke point up against there. If he can body them here, you might actually be able to throw a wrench in the round. It's good for one Mac. There's the follow-up. Suddenly it's becoming problematic, but it's all on Yabi to survive through it. 10 seconds. They need to find the bomb plant. HooXi with it on his back. HooXi in close, baits the face, hits the shot. They've got no time.
Counter-terrorists win.
Oh,
Play themselves.
God.
I was going to say at the mid-round, it's a perfect strategy. Just wait long enough that Astralis fall asleep at the wheel and forget how to shoot back. But then Aurora just completely timed it out. HooXi not realizing that he had to commit to the plant on the back of sight and hope that Jota was able to do enough. But they outplay themselves in the end. Oh, that's crazy. And Astralis looking to now tie it up at the half with a round that they should never have been allowed to win. Let's see. Magisk on the off angle to dodge the flash this time and will connect on the leg after a slower reaction in the prior round. And we're back with the almost spitting image from the prior in terms of the CT setup. However, with device all eyes gambled up on Pop, you've also got this lower approach, the pressure coming in with Yabi as well. It's going to be an all-in brawl here right towards the U-Haul of Pop. And the T's are going to be able to win it, but they know that Yabi's usually here somewhere lurking, waiting. And just holding upper. There's eyes on that position. And he's just buying time for the rotation in.
I mean, it's so much chip damage done. They're weak, green around the gills, but the retake itself just doesn't have any stock left in it. You're so low on players, and the run back through backtracks is completely cut off by Maja. So no save, no round, no chance early on, it seems. As Train is quite quickly becoming Aurora coded on this one.
And the lurk makes it work for the long run. Denying the save. It looked like the perfect read, but you need to hit those shots. That's what it really boils down to at the end of the day. And again, priority on Pop for both sides. Oh, HooXi going through it. Maybe mentally, maybe physically, we'll see. Yep. Head taken off his shoulders, but the crunch in Magisk warrants himself a potential upgrade if he can get his mitts on an AK or that rifle. Then this round could be thrown into the chaos sphere again.
Wait a minute. Do they know? Device getting so much room. Oh, he sees the back of the elbow. Trigger discipline, tried to line it up on the back of the leg. Quick switch with the util. HooXi peeks and trades it back instead. 3 versus 3. But bear in mind, the guns are nowhere near as strong. The arsenal is weaker for Astralis. And so are the numbers with Xantares hitting the head back on stair. Magisk should be next in line, but he still stands. 2 HP in a dream. Oh, mate. An opportunity now. They got to grab the bomb. Punch that one in. HooXi with a swing and a miss. Yabi steals it. It's all going wrong at every turn. And for Yota, it's an uncomfortable 1v2 now.
One that he won't be allowed to even get an inch in. Walking into the crosshairs is not the way to go, but 7-5 means it's still kind of anyone's game. We'll see what Astralis can do on that T side just after the half.
Okay then, the battle rages on. And we'll see where this one is going to lie. Excitement from Astralis, some explosive rounds, but there's been energy from Aurora, and they've been matching the firepower, keeping it close throughout the flow of this one. It is a 7-5 half, and the buy's looking interesting with 2 sets of Julies being in the hands of Aurora. Big dink. Oh, Zantares swinging on him at main Mac. He wants to open this one up with some damage.
Big dink gameplay, but unfortunately not going to be enough. Cannot show him the Turkish sausage. As Madja now has to be the one to do it, trying to cut him off at the pass, but it depends on where his eyes are going to be facing. Oh, and it's onto the right position for the moment. But the timing from the push, able to cut him down, because the CTs, they are bringing the fight to him. Woxic going to be caught in transition, and now a chance for the T's to maybe wrap back towards B, but it's all going to boil down to the timing, and the bomb already here will get planted, but will it get held? That's what I'm wondering. You look at the map, there are CTs all over the place, T's not knowing where they're going. You got Device on 5 health going in behind enemy lines. It's anyone's round.
Now it might be Astralis' round guaranteed, unless this man can do something about it. He was everywhere. He was looking upside the walls, underground, everywhere. If he physically could, but HooXi will find him. And that one's done. So it's in the bag, at least, on the pistol there. Sunshine, smiles, laughing all round. Everyone's happy.
Everyone but Aurora. Oh, I saw a mouse slam. I saw some anger.
You thought about it?
We saw what happened yesterday. We had mice casualties.
Yeah, at the hands of Daddy.
But now it's the hands of Astralis that are going to be taking that B site, grabbing onto it, getting the grip that we were asking them to find earlier on, and this should equalize them. Surely, with that damage done to Joda already, you just call the save.
Yeah, it's gone. It's absolutely gone. They didn't have time to bury Astralis 6 foot deep on this one, so they just opt to do it 2 foot shallow, get it over with very quickly.
Okay. Perfect time, by the way, to plug the mailbag and just general questions from the audience. If you have any, drop them in chat. We'll keep an eye on it. But also DHL mailbag at efg.gg. If you want it, just a copy and paste, exclamation mail in the chat. You'll be able to find it and send us in all the questions that are burning. We do have one which is probably aimed at the mainstream, but I think it's a good chance to have a quick chat about it. Someone asked, I would like to know, based on what do you cast, the normal stream that most of us see, or do you have a more stripped down version of it? And this is interesting for the B stream as opposed to the A stream. A stream would have an in-game at all times PC, where you'd have the free spec ability, as well as a potential straight observer feed, and then also a program feed. So you get all that. You're almost always inside the game. Whereas here on the B stream, we just have programs. So we're sent a feed, which is what you guys see, essentially, and we just commentate over that. So that's the difference.
Hang on a minute, back. I don't know what you're lying to them, obviously. So this is all us right now. So we're doing the I'm going to switch a player. Here you go. Look, I'm observing as well, so I'm switching players. Look, this is me. Oh, see, there you go. Sorry, got a bit shaky there, guys. I'm new. I'm
going to jump onto a third-person view. I'm going to do my best. All right, Jonas.
There we go. Oh, careful. Careful. But you mean Mac? You mean yourself?
See, watch this. I'm going to go into pop. I'm going to get a backside view of HooXi's glutes. You get Chad, and he's down a bit too late for that one.
There you go.
Couldn't get there in time. Jackie, why didn't you show it? That was crazy.
You see what I mean? Yeah, but so obviously we're doing this. We also decide when and when not to start the games and take pauses. That's also us. We also do audio. So yeah, there's a lot going on here at the B stream, you know?
I also do a bit of the, tournament management. Yesterday, when I saw that Daddy was using the light mouse, I thought he needed to, work on his biceps. So that's why I tried to give him a 2-kilo mouse, which he did use for a couple of rounds, but unfortunately didn't have the endurance to make it happen. However, this is a big clutch. Yabby bringing this 1v3 right on back, but does he expect a little sneaky CT walking right beside him? He doesn't. And we write the script too. That's another thing we do. So we were never going to let Yabby get away with that round.
No, we actually already knew that one was over, unfortunately, because of the way we pre-plan out the flow of show for the games. And I also kind of put this in the script. Obviously, we're reading this right now, weirdly enough, Mac. There's a line that says, Jack will read the script and then laugh that he is referencing about the script we wrote. So that's where we are right now. That's chapter 5, I think, on page 2.
Yeah, page 5, or towards the top of page 6. It was one of them. We're getting there. How long's the script, though? That's the big question. And does it involve more Counter-Strike or less Counter-Strike today? Because Overpass is a few rounds away. I can't remember putting that one in there. Maybe Stair didn't read the script.
That's new. Yeah, I mean, that's an edit.
If we could just, get Stair's PC checked out. I don't know if he's got the right script up there, guys. Can you just get on down to the studio and let us know if that's all? Oh, we found. Yep, that's one of the scripts.
Is that it? That doesn't look right, Mac. Is that
not the one I wrote? Wait, there it is.
Right
There
documents?
There we
What's
go.
this?
In the red folder. Don't open that. That's confidential. That's the confidential color.
Right, don't show that to the stream. Yeah, they can't see that. They don't want to. Is that got the major results in there as well? Or is that just EPL?
Jackie, can someone please remove Jackie from the broadcast? He has just leaked intimate details.
Oh God,
just
I'm
make
sorry.
Sure that, everything, you get back on track.
I'm sorry, I didn't know. I'll leave.
Well, solo casting for the rest of the day. Unfortunately, had to employ the security guards to get rid of Jackie. It is now just the Mackie Swedish Safari, which doesn't really have the same ring to it. Hang on.
Can you guys bring Jackie back? I feel quite lonely. I didn't realise the result. Every action has consequences. And I think Jackie's, paid his time for the crime.
Hello?
Hey, welcome back.
You all right, mate? Yeah, God.
Yeah.
That was awful.
What do they do? A little bit of...
You don't want to know. Yeah, you don't want to know. I was just in a room. There was just loads of...
got the sausage
ducks.
treatment?
They had ducks everywhere. Just ducks, dude. Like wooden carved ducks. Hundreds of them in a room. I don't know. It's fucking weird.
Okay.
I'm back. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I missed you, mate.
Well, that's fair enough. I miss you too, bro. There's ducks everywhere. Aggro creatures, You haven't seen the heart of darkness till you've stared at 15 ducks facing you down, sweating.
A sweaty
Anyway.
duck. I didn't realise they sweat. I guess something's going on under the feathers.
Yeah, how else do they stay warm, Mac? Come on, think about it. They got to keep themselves heated.
Well, they might do that with some spicy gameplay. Of course, planting the package is a small victory on the path to success. Looking to have a bit more utility in the bag for these T's, but it is just Glock kills. Or killed Glocks. Anti-eco frags. Eco frags, whatever you want to call them. Chat was requesting that we spoke about the game, so I did that for the moments that mattered there, Jackie. Do you think it matters? I don't know if that was going to matter. I think Aurora, if anyone had a brain in chat, they would have figured that there was no chance of Astralis winning that round. Chat, can I get a show of hands? Do you guys have a brain? Just type 1 in chat. If you have a brain, type 1. And hopefully that won't be the IQ you bring into the table, because, oof. No?
Oh,
no brain.
Damn. No, we don't. Yeah, apparently not.
No brains. Dang.
What have we done? Oh dear, oh dear. Well, it's all right, because luckily for them, there very well might be a third map of no commentary on this one, if they keep pushing like this. Device, though, devilishly good looks, and that's outside the server. So we'll see what he can do inside the game. Looking for a pick right now with the AWP. HooXi!
HooXi with that one. Okay.
Yeah, you like that?
I love that. Good catch from the observers as well. That's you, Jackie. Good job, mate. Good.
Thank you, mate. No, it was a good catch from me. I'm glad I cut
colour.
there. I just had a sort of feeling that he was going to get that kill, Christ, though. Hell of a pick. You know what? Just to honour him, let's have 15 seconds of HooXi cam.
We don't have many ones in the chat. We're getting full-on 2 spams, which I'm assuming mean they either have 2 brains or no brains. Can you decipher that one for me? You are the brains of the operation here, Jackie.
Well, so the thing is, if there's no wrinkles on those brains, then maybe it's a bad sign. But HooXi's brain is not smooth. Oh, it's perfectly wrinkled. Look at those grey gears. Look at the way he's playing with the timing. That's a good brain.
Beyond his years. Killer graffiti. Exposed.
Yeah,
Major. look, 1v5 angle. Does he have it, chat? Can he do it? That's a good start.
Yeah, nothing more for HooXi, though. Thought maybe he was going to make the pudge play, you know? Hook him in. Have I got juice on my chins? Something like that. But it's not happening here. Just a save for Maja. Still, hell of a round, though. Respect on that one for Astralis. Brains of the operation, stepping up massively. You're probably dead to the AWP, you peaked this. What's up, Mac? What are you cooking?
He's going for the ninja. No?
Well, he's dead, man. He's dead if he does. Look, there's a scope right there. You see that scope?
Yeah, I saw that scope.
Yeah.
Good angle. You got a good angle on that scope, Jackie.
That's what I'm saying.
He's dead anyway.
Yeah, bomb blast.
The only reason I could think of him hanging around in Con for so long was to go for the ninja.
No, yeah, I thought so, but they just had the awful side, so you banged anyway. Mac, what do you think about this? What do you think about if we rename it? So when you die to a bomb blast at the end, you know, it's like you dying to a bomb blast right now. What if it's just called a Bumperclart round?
A Bumperclart, okay.
Yeah, so like, yeah, exactly. Literally, every time the bomb goes off, like, Bumperclart! You know what I mean? Drop that on them.
Oh, yeah, it just comes out in like big cartoon writing across everyone's screens.
Hey, that's sick. Don't give Valve free ideas. That's a genius one. Device, though. He's looking to make the plays. Oh, no! Ooh, Bumperclartery detected on Ivy, and it's not looking good for the Astralis, boys, as the Danes lose Magisk. And HooXi wants even more.
We'll see how the rest of the round evolves. After a clean one, HooXi
Trying to
go for it again. But history not going to repeat itself.
Not this time, unfortunately. How many eggs you going to fry, Zantares? What you got? Focus on a late round B here. About a minute on the clock. Utility to work with, though. You can play a slower round out of this. Obviously, Maja without Org as well. Set with Cardio watching for the B run out. Device still repositioning back round towards main AWP in his palms. Ooh. You can't run it down this. It could get awkward at B. First fall. That's going to be Device going down. Okay, here we go then, Mac. Can they find a feet?
Yeah. Cardia using Foot Finder perfectly. At least for the first pick. But maybe not the second. Magic going to be there to try and stop the bomb from making its way to site. But Yabby on the coverage has allowed Jota to slip the wickets, who gets his head taken right on off. And it's going to be Yabby to try to activate now. And it's all up to HooXi, who did a great job in the previous. But they won't find the round. As that's 11 now for Aurora. Belated, but they're getting towards that W eventually.
Okay. For Aurora, it's just about surviving this second map then, forcing us to a third to actually have a chance to close the series. Always nice to see the Spartan plays on the server as well. It's a little 300 reference for you there, because he's an auger.
Haven't watched that in a hot minute, I'm not going to lie. I'll do my homework tonight just for you, Jackie.
That's what I mean. Yeah, you can't do something like this, you know. Major, what is your profession? Org, org, org. You know?
This is Sparta!
This is train. It's a DE train. And HooXi's pulling into the
sorry.
station.
Wrong location.
Exactly, mate. Get it right. Geographically challenged.
I think we all figured that out earlier today. Hey,
I mean, you're not wrong.
not my strong suit. Easy mix-up. A classic, even. As Astralis have managed to find a round where it could be 5 alive again. HooXi finding some action earlier on, but it looks like Astralis just going to try and collapse upon him. I believe he was seen jumping up towards New Box. And so that means it is Hunt territory. Let's see if they can catch this Chin Chomper. Or if HooXi walks without clearing his corners. Easy pickings as Device just lays the trap. That'll be that. Another found. And a round that was, you know, desperately needed for Aurora to close out this game just disappears like it's nothing.
Yeah, gone in seconds there. Timeout called in. Fabre, another opportunity on the mic to try and converse with the boys and piece together realistically what they can do to close this one. Don't want to give too many rounds over. If Astralis get into pole position here and can start to take control of the game with that first map win already under the belt, it's going to be really dicey territory. Body language looking a little bit more tempered as well. Dusting off the mouse mats, everyone having final conversations. Quick round of fist bumps coming out from Fabre and the team. And then back to business on the server, I suppose. This has been good chances that have been afforded off of individual plays, though, from Astralis, Mac. They're creating space for themselves, at least. Ooh. Could be opportunities to try and abuse the setup. You know, it's not the best in a couple places. They've got good nades, though, so there's at least utility invested into. Round 21 going live. Let's see what Aurora have got.
We'll see if they dump it or hold on for dear life. There's going to be some early util used. Okay. Device reading that molly was just a couple of seconds away. Gives up a main control. Ooh, almost catching the timing there, Zentaras. Expecting this one, but Jota shoots back this time. Has himself a little cheeky lineup, but he hasn't timed this at all. Has no idea that Yabby is just there around the corner. Tries to react, but it's a bit too late. And we're down back to the 4v4. Device knocking on death's door, but still able to have that impact with the AWP in hand. But he won't be going first. But will he be living last? Beautiful timing on the flash to force HooXi off. But towards the back of sight, just bunk it on up. And the flank will activate. There goes Device, and there goes what could be the round as HooXi turns on up. Stare 1v4. And he's looking down the scope of death. Madja bringing the AUG to the party. And one more needed to take us to Overpass.
Okay, this is nice, man. Big round from them there, a lot of momentum. HooXi with a swing. So, you know, HooXi kind of gets his just desserts for some of the plays they made earlier into this. Good to see, if you're an Aurora fan, that they're being able to fight hard and push us potentially to a deciding map on this one. Stranger things have happened for Astralis here, though, on train, so let's not count them out just yet. Round 22, live to play with. 2 Galils, scratch that, 3 of them actually. With a couple gaps in the offensive utility setup for the T side. Device looking to try flash him in, but they take some space. Raw round towards the ramp at B. Madge has been damn on point. He's loving the AUG right now. Well, Bacardi are here for the close range combat. It could be pretty messy.
Beautiful placement on the HE. With Magic at half, he'll just be standing at the back and trying to send the troops out towards this B site, but the good timing on the incendiary will delay things to allow time for these rotations. But Kadia just tanking the smoke out, gets in behind enemy lines and spins around for the double, setting them up for success and to close this one out to take us all the way to the bitter end. Yabby trying to spray at range, but it's down to the 2v2, tapping away. And now it's all up to Stare, who's had a few phenomenal rounds, but oh, can he make it happen again? He spotted the jump up on the contrain, but not a lot of health here to play with as HooXi just stands like a turret tall, connecting the final blow. That'll be that, 13-9. We need Overpass to separate the winners.
God, mate, that was awkward at the very end there. The twists and turns from Stare as he's like dodging around, trying to posture to get that one over the line. HooXi just has to hold and then delivers a valiant shot to close it. So Aurora do find what they were looking for. Doesn't matter that it was close. Doesn't matter there was a few tasty rounds from Astralis. They tie it up. So we do go to a third map. We do have that final piece that we were asking for, bro. Ends. I don't even really know if we have any meat whatsoever. I don't think we've sold a single thing in like the week and a half we've been here. We've sold no fruit. We've sold no sausages. In fact, like, we've been losing money. We've literally been hemorrhaging money for like a week now. We can't keep buying all of this produce. We have nothing to do with it.
What did you do with the money today? I told you, you said you went to the shop. What did you bring back? Not sausages.
You never gave me any money. He's lying.
Incredible.
Yep. Max a liar. It's not real. There's no sausages, but I tell you what there is. There's a quick pistol coming your way, and it's Magisk looking to hold it off. They've got in. But can they get out? Apparently, yes.
So they're alive. They're out of the worst hole that they could be in. But P250 at this range, trying to play the high-low. Set up that totem pole. HooXi goes back, gets a bit more information. And in the meanwhile, it is just going to be the patience game being played by a few individuals. Wakadia hoping that the footsteps of Magi would be enough to force a push out of Magisk. He's happy just to play for the info. Set up for the late round. And HooXi going to have a look here to try and activate towards the B site, wanting to take the fight while isolated. But HooXi still has Yabby to play with, and with a shadow, but caught in transition. Device, I think he might have been looking at his map there. Things get a little awkward now, as the picks are found and the A site is open for the taking.
Well, there's something in the water. And it seems like it's a Danish man with 2 guns right now, swimming up to strike. He'll get the first. Yabby for the assist as well, dives on the back of the bomb and starts to cause a bit of panic for Aurora. Magisk handles 2, and Yabby with the flick back onto Magia will find that defused. So, 3rd map, 1st pistol, Astralis, lock it in.
Someone asked how much is the kebab. Bro, we aren't selling kebabs. We're selling sausages.
Where would we have the kebab? Where would that
in
be?
the wrong spot.
You come to the wrong van.
I guess, would a big like stick of donor meat count as a sausage? Because it is kind of like a big stick of meat. Should we open up, should we just add kebabs to the list?
Maybe. It kind of looks like a big, like, you know, what are they? Triceratops. You know, like Triceratopses, you know, their legs. That's what kebab meat kind of looks like sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, look at that.
Haven't seen a real, would you say Triceratops?
Have you not seen many Triceratopses recently?
Not lately, no.
Oh, that's fair. I think they're all kind of been a bit busy since that massive meteor.
Yep. Who's massive meat?
Probably Stairs, mate. In a spot like this, God, his swing rating.
Stare on the stairs.
Tell me about
swing it up. That spot's actually underrated, by the way. If you just stand looking into the wall, no one really clears you, especially when they're focused towards that AC side. And we'll see if it works. If anyone walks this direction, although he doesn't. Wait. There is going to be sound to draw attention away, and the bait works perfectly to get another pick out. But the big piece of this round, Jackie, is going to be Xantaras with the Galil in hand, because you know that he can activate at any given moment.
Yeah, just got to flip that switch and we can come online, carve a path back into any round realistically. 20 seconds on the clock here. Utility being thrown out towards the site. Oh, coming down to the dire decision-making on this. It's last second territory then. 12 seconds on the site here as they get towards front toilets. That's the turn onto the utility man. Luckily enough, the bomb goes their way, but you've only got a few seconds. Yeah, not happening now. Quick reposition. HooXi out on the front of the site, deals with it. Ooh, the backstab there, sending a panic for them. And a slow start into it.
Slow start for sure, and back onto the pistols they should go. We also have another question in chat, and that is, what kind of snack cart are we without kebabs? Mate, we're a sausage cart.
Yeah, I think we made this obvious, haven't we? We're talking about sausages.
Cart. We aren't selling crisps. We aren't selling chips.
No.
We aren't selling shit.
Nah.
Today, because we're all out of stock, but look, we're trying. We're trying.
Yeah, this is us right now.
All out of stock.
We're fully empty. Or the
Sold out of glizzies after the first game of the day. Too many gobblers turning up early. Makes sense.
What a banger that was. Do you remember that, mate? H2O? Mm-hmm. Cleo! No, Cleo!
Oh no, Cleo!
Oh, Cleo, we've lost the bomb site! Oh no, Cleo! It kind of works. Had a banging intro track as well, to be fair.
That's true.
Anyway, let's see if these mermaids of Astralis can swim towards the promised moonlight of the... Oh, what was it called? It was like Moonlight Cove or some shit, man. What a great TV show. Anyway, Astralis have done it. Look, the dolphins, or whatever they are.
Oh, we actually got a DHL mailbag question.
Christ, look at what they said.
Went in from Kyson Faulkner Dimmond.
Were you meant to dox him
Question
instantly?
for Mac. I know him. What's better?
Okay.
Casting ESL Pro League or 2017 CGA/CGM, which is kind of like, let's call it like your first tier of UKIC.
Okay.
You know, like the entry level. Probably like a ESEA Open level, or maybe even worse at that point, because we're talking 2017. I think that definitely had its moments, and I wouldn't be here without it. So what's better? Well, probably talking about sausages all day on the ESL Pro League B stream, but wouldn't be here without the acknowledgement of the stepping stones. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
rest in peace, Cyber Gamer. Don't have it anymore.
No, it's gone. All the classics are. I remember in the same way, like doing all the ESL prems, like the UK prems, you know, EPS, all dead now, all gone now. But hey, it was good times. Oh, he might not be dead. Have we checked his pulse? Christ, can we? Oh my God, we need an ambulance right now. Mac, he's seizing. We need to get someone in here right now. We're losing him.
He looked pretty stiff to me. Unfortunate. I don't have an emergency siren sound effect loaded. I don't have any sound effects loaded other than saying, what the? And that's kind of the end of it. But this round could be anyone's. Jota going to clear the A site completely from the B site. And the CT's none the wiser, but Device still in a perfect position to catch Jota. Look in the wrong direction, although head on the swivel, swings back just at the right moment. And this could be the first round on the T side, as Jota keeps on hunting, knowing that the B site members have to rotate in. And HooXi will be dropping the AWP, but Stare going to give it a red-hot crack again. Smoke there to play with. No kit. And I'm not seeing any HEs on the Ts, but they've heard those footsteps, and they won't be giving him anything. As Aurora find their first. And there you go. There you go. Jackie, I'm not touching my mic, and I can't hear you touching your mic, but someone said, AO casters, can you please stop messing with your mics? It gets picked up, and it's kind of annoying. And at first, I thought he was talking about like this.
Oh yeah, like changing the effects. Yeah, no, I don't think there should be any ambient noise. Has he got his second stream open? He's got the wrong stream open, mate.
Yeah, maybe he's got another stream open.
That's classic. To be fair, that does happen.
Maybe he's fiddling with the wrong things, you know? Maybe he's fiddling with his inputs, his outputs.
Yeah. Mate, you could definitely just freak people out with that, you know? You could just join streams and just go, caster audio's fully muted. It's all back to front. And everyone would go, oh, audio's back to front. You know, they wouldn't actually, like, check. They'd just assume you're right.
Yeah. Just say things backwards.
Sorry, the audio.
We can actually, we could give them a chance as well. You know that the thing that people started doing where they just don't talk for the round and let the observers tell the story. Let's do that.
Should we give that a go?
This is what the people are asking for. Mute the fucking casters. Let's do it.
Well, there you go. That was great observing, actually. That did massively tell us the narrative of the round. And I think, if anything, that was a nice little introspective moment that we should all really cherish here. So shout out to the B-Stream production team. And, of course, shout out for you guys for really looking inward at a moment where the world is very connected and very busy. So proud of you all there for a bit of mindfulness here on the B-Stream.
Yeah, touching moment. A lot of people said, Dad, come back. Someone said, thank God the voices in my head have finally stopped. You guys created your own entertainment.
Yeah, what did you think we would have said? Write in and let us know.
Would it be of value? Would it be more sausage speak? I know you missed it. They might go away. They don't want us back.
Yeah, there's probably a mixture.
That's true, that's true. But this is a big chaotic situation that we are going to see. The T's finding themselves in stare, committing to the Deagle spam on jumping terrorists who are now focused on the flank. But the Vice in the meanwhile just taken off the front side. And this is now a sticky situation for the Aurora individuals. 50 on the clock, bomb down outside of Monster, which is now smoked off. And Stare just constantly being a nuisance, having an impact by existing on the flank, not necessarily finishing the job on either of these T's. There's not a lot of health between them.
Right then.
How many rounds can we get away with not talking for before we get our pay deducted?
Before someone says, yeah, we're not actually paying you for that third map. You didn't say a word.
You guys didn't do anything. Yeah, but that's what chat wanted.
It was part of the content, you know, like the chat were in on it. They loved it. They thought it was great banter.
We gave the people what they wanted.
Yeah. It's all for the love of the show.
We could just cast from... No, we could just in the future cast from chat for a whole map.
Yeah, we probably could do. Just type it out. Mate, that looks gross, by the way, that orb shot. I don't know why. Like, so unimpactful in the end of the round for just the Strafe to try and get through with the gun, but it just looked funny. Shoved it in his face. Is there a way
that we could set up text-to-speech for a map? Which you and I both prompt, and we both have different voices that are prompted by text-to-speech.
Yeah, but it's just, dude, it's just be me doing the fucking robot voice. Just more to do. It is a close game for Astralis right now, but Aurora are being able to bring it back, Mac. Uh-oh, a timeout. This usually indicates that one team is attempting to use some kind of tactical advantage to discuss communication to improve themselves as they return to the action. I can hear the AI's getting stressed. I have a feeling that it should favor Aurora in a bit of the open game, but you only need that to win. Why does this sound like a didgeridoo? Mate, you're the most Aussie robot, you know, of a didgeridoo. Sorry. I'll bring it back and try to make it as possible. Oh god! It's Ozimus Prime! You'll never get our thongs, Ozimus. You'll never take our dingoes. We fought hard in the Great Ostrich War, and you'll never stand tall against us. Dude, those ostriches were kind of crazy, though. They took out, like, 2 Australian jeeps. I'm sure you know all too well.
That's a touchy subject. There's a lot of Aussies in chat. I'm gonna scare
It's fair. It's fair. My bad. Oh, poised like an emu. Oh, he strikes like 1-2. 2 jeeps down and out. It's not looking good for Aurora, but the pistols try and run amok. HooXi hit with the uppercut from Xantares. And we're left in a 3v3. Device hearing this. Bomb being planted, front dice. 5-7 in his hands. Oh, uppercut towards Woxic. He's got an AWP, but he will not even need to use it. A Major might not have a team left come the end of this one, as they've all been mauled.
Someone's like AI taking even more jobs. You did a good job there, Jackie.
Yeah, dude.
Doing
These
both
robots,
voices.
they come in, they get you. Yeah. We could do it. We could go like full like breakdown level cast, you know. We'll just start pretending we're various different people. We could throw to each other. Could be good banter, dude. We've got our special guest joining us for the cast. Here he is.
It's
for round 8. For 1 round only, it's Babam! Put it up for Babam, everyone! Crazy, sick action, cuckoo kill. Okay, Waxik boosting now. Grenade potato, fright now. Magisk looking for kills. Antares, cuckoo, crazy. Okay. There you go. 2 entries. Babam, it's a sick round. Thank you for that guest appearance. But Mac, this actually is a great opener. I mean, Zantares gets the 2 there, as Babam highlighted. Now we're into an interesting flow. This could be a 3rd on the board.
Thanks for that, Babam.
Always nice to have him in the building.
Needed that to brighten up my day. The sound effects kicking my brain back into gear. And let's see if Device can shift it into 5th here. Try to quickly get them back into this round because it's looking like it's going to be a difficult one. Boost across the top of the divider, just trying to catch Device on an offline. But he's got a lot of space to try and hold himself and picks him off for the first. But does he expect more coming? He can hear the pitter-patter of the footsteps making their way up, and he's just going to be able to dance around the dice here. Rolling it, but constantly just getting berated. As Wicadia does it from across the top. And now it's up to HooXi, who on paper has had a pretty solid series so far, but a 1v3 with 2 dusty T's. If he can get this one on the matchup, and maybe you'd think about it being possible. But it's a good round out of Aurora, and that 2-man advantage with the double openings. It's too much for Astralis to try to crank their way back in from. Cheeky taps.
I was thinking if there was someone to do it, it might actually be HooXi with some of the rounds he's had today for Astralis, homie, but not meant to be there. So 5-3, it's kind of been delivering right now. You know, we're getting some interesting tight rounds. Ooh, early utility damage thrown over. Not really much to write home about. You got Device with support on short. They're going to be trying to take some space on this and could be tested. Zantares with a rifle. Usually you back him for this. He's good for these kind of entries. It's a little bit labored though. Slow reaction, caught in the middle. And Yabi handles it. HooXi on the boost. Ooh, slips off just as they come walking back round. Yota close short now. Bombs left back towards T-spawn as well. Needs a clean pick. They might give him one. Did Magisk spot?
Just barely missed spotting that boost up top. Things get a little bit awkward for the Turkish. And Stare overflowing with confidence over towards Long. I thought he was going to keep on making his way on the fast flank on these bathroom members, but just Long control is such a crucial position to try and help out the A site. Device going to fall back, give some space just to buy time for the rotations back on in, but it's damage from the backside as Yabi gives him a big old slap from behind. 6 now found on the CT side for Astralis, as they are looking to lock in as many of these rounds as possible because that T side is going to be difficult in the second.
Some sharp shots. Reactions there from the sides. Kind of made it better with the way it double skipped and played again.
Nice, nice.
Yeah, he was extra happy on that one. Well, we can start to set our eyes back on the game. If you are just joining us, of course, it's the third map, so deciding affair here. Made it to Overpass between Astralis and Aurora. Been a bit of a back and forth one, starting on Nuke. Then, of course, the middle being Train. That was picked up by Aurora to lead us here. Stopping a comeback from Astralis. And trying to keep them off the boil as this one's gone on. Couple rounds left towards the tail end of this first half, and they're looking to equalize the scoreline. Limited cash to work with, so kind of a quasi there, really. You know, you got the 1 Molotov, 1 smoke, couple Tech 9, single map 10. It's just a light investment where players had extra dough. And see if they can slip onto the A sites. There could be a real issue. Oh, the timing on it. Dashes out the close nade. That one's going to tag them all up. HooXi steals away one, and they are pinned in the toilets now, Mac.
Oh, and like shooting fish in a barrel. But Stare threading the bullets between a lot of those individuals, and with the numbers advantage, they decide not to push the point too far forward. Device hoping he can catch something. Wallbang? Maybe. No, you don't do it like Fleerax. Oh, ooh. Catches a stray. And HooXi happy to keep on trying to play. Slow flank coming through from HooXi, who should be able to lock it in, but gets his head ripped right on off. That's a rifle now picked up. 20 on the clock. And only one defender here towards that B side of the map. Magisk hitting the trigger straight away. HooXi continuing to try and find that tap, but won't be able to find it today. 7 now secured with a chance at 8 or even 9 here on the CT side.
Yeah, some
Counting's
good
hard,
chances.
Jackie. Counting's incredibly difficult at times.
Hey, dude, that's all quite hard, you know, maths, geography, spelling, all of them. That's the thing, Mac, you know. If it was easy, we'd all be doing it, wouldn't we? So,
Yeah, that's it.
words to live by. That's, you know what I'm saying. At the end of the day, Mac, it's 11:59.
Straight facts.
Yeah, can't argue with that, because then it'd be next day, day after.
But what is a second? And what about that quarter of a second that exists on every second that, once you add them all together, you get your leap year?
Yeah, or like how you never actually really touch anything because there's like tiny molecules that keep you barely from ever making full contact with anything in life. Or that towels are never really wet and the human body can't understand the sensation of wet. So it just makes you think you know what it is because it's cold. But anyway, this is all far too introspective. We'll stick with what's happening on the 11th as there's some bullets being put through where the thoughts get processed for Xantares. He gets one right between the eyes. And that leaves Aurora at a bit of a riskier spot now. 4 versus 5 here. Device, of course, has taken a dink, leaving him on 32. Just shy of about 40 seconds on the clock. They've got nades to go for the B execution. It's a good entry. Oh, double up as well, Mac. They're cooking.
Will it be with gas? Or will it be that slow burn, that stew coming through from Aurora? HooXi able to shift his way over towards Graffiti, but maybe not in time, and Device is going to be baited out. Lovely little jiggle from Joda to get it done, and oh, you can see they're feeling it. They're having a bit of fun now, finding that 4th and keeping Astralis guessing towards the end of the first half. Great entries.
Yeah.
Joda, definitely MVP for the round. Look at this. Crispy shots. There's that sidestep. Just to bait the shot out and get another. You can see how much it means to Aurora. And that CT economy just barely scraping through for another buy. Utility leaves something to be desired, but it's the last round of the half. So you will bring in what you can. Boost behind the pillar just to create a safer space. But Xantara's already there, tucked away underneath them. I don't know if that barrel will be seen here. HooXi now out, exposed at con, but spots them jiggling. And is this Device's moment to make a move?
You think so, huh? I mean, it's an offer angle here for Zantares with a bit of backup as well. All of the potential picks that could have happened have been very awkward. So we'll see if Device gets his man. Shadow there to play with close range peek. Zantares in adjustment, even poised for the second. But Magisk will withstand the attack. And they'll be able to try and hold back this oncoming sight hold. Magisk with a second there. Lasers on at the head of HooXi and leaves a three-pronged threat left for Aurora. Nades over the top side. It's good damage to soften them up, but they get close in the smokes. Wakadia can't do it, though. Jota forced to take it into his own hands with two. We're down to a 2v2 then, and he's making major plays. It's only Stair that remains. Bomb being planted in the smoke. Looks for the lineup on it. Can't find it. Jota denies. 7-5. Aurora get loud and give us some energy at the end of that half.
Here's another hot one.
Welcome back to the second half of Overpass, the final map of this series. But before we get into it, can someone check on Jota? I don't know if you caught it in the player cams, but he was looking like he was about to die there. Eyes watering at the end of it. Make sure you got the window wipers on because you need to see here moving into the pistol. But before we jump into the action, I'm going to assume it's a slower one from Astralis here. We did get more mail for the DHL mailbag at efg.gg, exclamation mail in the chat if you want to submit anything. But Linda Jackie has said, hi guys, usually when the game I want to watch is on the B stream, I sigh, grab a snack and prepare for chaos. But you two have me questioning everything. Since when is the B stream this good? Been watching CS since 2017, and I can confidently say I might be a B stream convert now. Keep cooking. Best regards, European living in the US, aka permanently cursed to catch Astralis losing during work hours and officially entered my audio-only era. Thank you, Linda.
I appreciate it. Thanks for writing in. Makes sense as well, Mac. You know, 2017, there's probably me and you covering the B streams back then, so that's probably why they sucked. You know, why they're here now.
Hopefully, we've gotten better since then, or maybe the overall quality's gotten worse, so we just look better. Let it be up to
in the middle.
open to interpretation there. But let's see. What we get as there is still yet to be a kill in the round. Back to regular scheduling as Yabi, okay, going to be able to make it a 1-for-1. Joda realizing there's no one over towards this B site. Boys don't rotate. Lock on to A as the Julies will be at play yet again in the hands of Xantaras. Can only find that single wrapping on the back of site. Stair can't make it happen. And it's going to be 6 found and a solid start to the CT side as Wakadia gone for the two hands.
What was that?
High 10.
Yeah.
But Faber just wanted 5.
Bray. I don't know. Fabre looked baffled because he threw out both hands. Hang on. Here we go. Is it this? Yeah. Oh, up. Okay. So he's gone up for like a celebration, then been hit with an offhand Rapoy for the second slap. So he was just out like mid-animation cycle. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's when the animation cancelling needs to be learnt, you know? You need to, like, snap it off halfway, quickly, too good if you're an Astralis fan. But for all the Turks out there, Wakadia, after his lesson in celebration and attempts of animation cancelling, that MP9, he's the one looking to do the farming on the old Glocky boys. Device going to be caught in the short pipe, and, oh, it's easy pickings.
Mac, I see someone there saying that he hopes your boss has been alerted and that you fix up. So I'd just like to bring your attention to that one and make sure maybe you take that advice on board. You know, I think you are being a bit ridiculous today. You're not really casting the game. It feels like you've just been taking the piss all day. Kind of disgusting, really, Mac. This is really important. Serious, you know? I want at least 4 words about Counter-Strike out of your mouth. Or you've been very naughty today.
3 words.
Yeah, please, if you could.
Galil on top.
All right. I mean, you passed the challenge. Let's see if it actually is.
Let's see what we get here. And if my statement can be true. Or if Aurora just shut that one down. What is this? Okay. Little right-click jump throw to Molotov off. What I'm going to guess is the full pocket and that sort of boost area on the platform in short. Flash to try to draw attention towards A, which has worked perfectly. That one flash has drawn Madger up for the big rotate. Although I think he was just going for, what's that, a HE that he's picked up. And then we got a 5v2 for Astralis towards B. Wakadia going to be tucked on the short side and fully flashed off. Beautiful utility from Astralis as Joda tries to control the pit.
Yeah, tucks into that close angle, trying to look up, but flames and distractions either side. They're running interference and do get close into the bomb site. HooXi puts the play there off the back of his own shoulders and does convert into a 2v2. Back turned for Device, but HooXi keeps it going. Oh, hang on a minute. Can the Giga Chad do it again? He's looking for the run out in the 1v1. Both of them in a similar position with HP, but HooXi able to lock it down when it comes to the duel.
Ooh.
They got loud.
Bit of fire out of him this time. Letting them know. Arguably, both these teams are some of the more tame usually when it comes to the player cams. And what we haven't heard yet... Bravo, baby.
Yeah, trying to keep him fired up.
Yeah, what I feel like we haven't had a lot of is You remember the toot of Xantara's? Like his, ooh! Historically, that's the sound he makes. Is just like this high-pitched...
The toot of
It's his toot. It's like, when you pull the whistle on a train.
It's his toot, but it can't be a toot. It can't be... A toot's not scary. Like, if that's his war cry, or if that's, like, his go-to, but it's sick. But he can't call it his toot. It can't be the Xantara's toot. That's not allowed.
Xantaras.
That's what I mean. What, you're going to be on land, be like, he's going to toot on me if I lose this one.
You get tooted.
None of that, please. No
Also,
toot
someone in
master
chat
action.
Did ask, by the way. They said, all right, boys, enough casting. You've taken it too seriously. Back to the chit-chat, please.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, sorry. Our bad, guys. Got a bit over our heads there, didn't we?
Yeah.
So anyway.
Now, what I think is a hard-hitting subject is there's a lot of, chalk action going on in the playground there.
Yeah.
Bring back crisscross, tic-tac-toe. Wait, what do we call it? Tic-tac-toe. What's another name for it?
Noughts and crosses.
There we go.
Yeah.
That should be there. It's perfect space for it. So you got hopscotch, but that ain't really as actively
not the same,
played. No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not the same as the old Inferno tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, it might be a nice addition. It'll give you something to do early rounds on T side as well, So, hey, you're not too far off. I'm a big fan of the washing machine that you can find here outside of B site. I think that's a nice touch. There it is. That's the washing machine in question. Here's a fun one for you. Don't ever throw a brick into a washing machine that's halfway through its spin cycle, because it won't be good.
The more you know. Wash and facts with Jackie. As Astralis look washed themselves that round. Getting absolutely shit on by the Turks.
Yep. Brick in the machine. The innards have gone everywhere. It's not ideal.
Let's see if the Danes can hit him with the bounce back. Plenty of money and almost everything they need. Only HooXi down to the Galil. This device has the AWP online, which has been a key piece of Astralis' success so far this series. Oh, there you go. From downtown. Shooting right where the bullets were coming from. And device gets it done from the back of Con. But is that going to be enough to capitalize? And how do they play this man advantage? Well, not wisely enough. Stair going to be caught off there with the pressure from behind in connector. And just like that, 1-3 split here. Looking to make their way in towards B. Yabby here in the boost up. And that'll keep the numbers strong for the moment. They know that Madja should be over towards ABC with Woxic as well here at Maze. Just looking to cut off the cross, but it's unnecessary. Bomb ain't making its way from that side. It's from Monster they need to worry about. And now with another pick onto Madja, this round might be donezo.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly not looking good, is it? Probably just got to throw the towel in for this one and give the Danes a little bit more to play with then, at least on their T-side campaign thus far. Xantara's and Woxic clash onto both of those guns and drag them through into the next. 9-8 scoreline, 1 round of difference between the two of them. Things are heating up a little bit on Overpass. Oh, Yabby. Yabby going to give him the yab.
Oh, he's going to give it a crack.
Ooh. There's a bit of a weak punch.
More of a flabby than a stabby.
If his name was Barbara, he could be Babby.
That's true. And there it is. That shot to crack open the round.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, he's not happy. He's sinking into the sand.
Yeah, bro. Which actually isn't anywhere near as dangerous or as common as you might think. You know, they try and make you fear quicksand growing up, but really not an issue you run into in real life that often.
I think the real danger is normal sand. Like the slow type, I guess. And more just digging holes.
Yeah, it's the holes that get you. Avoid the holes.
You get stuck in them. Someone accidentally, you know, covers the sand back up and forgets that there's a person inside. Like, you're cooked, mate.
Or if like the water comes in because you've dug like a hole and then, you know, suddenly, the tide. That's usually how that goes, you know, you never know.
Battling buoyancy. It's crazy.
You get taken by that frog that tries to drown everyone in the water. His name's the Undertoad, I think. Anyway, Yabby trying to make maneuvers on this one. Major's good for the first. It's an easy shot straight back. So an overall follow-up punch either. Rest of the team kind of deviated and broken up on this one, trying to refocus and posture towards front toilets. HooXi wants to look in. Contact orb. Could be good timing. Oh, they give him the first. Touches the flames, but that's just to heat himself back up for his second look. Oh, near miss. HooXi getting panicky as Stare slices back. And they've got to defend this bomb site now.
Zantara is overlooked again, playing in front of Optimus. But will he be Prime? Oh, it's looking like Prime. Zantara is here, cleaning on up, locking down the A site. 3 big ones. And another much needed round here to try to change the tides of the game even.
Ooh, frustration. Trying to contend with it there. Mixed emotions with how these rounds have been going. And obviously for Astralis, they've had some fine margins between potentially being able to get themselves into a good spot in this game as well. So letting that slip away a little bit now. Rebuy coming back out. AWP for the device himself. Everyone else sporting the rifles. Oh, Yabby looking like it's getting to him a little bit, man. He's still trying to shake it off from the previous round.
See if they're going to be able to. And if that tactical will provide the passion necessary. Deep lurk smoke to deny vision over towards Monster, and you can see Wakadia is fully invested into trying to lock onto that. Also looked good for Magis, but just couldn't quite connect too much onto Madger, and now it's looking like it could be a pop towards the B site, but the incense slowing that down, at least for a moment. As Yabby in the chaos is going to try to make his move after hearing that smoke to extinguish the toxic molly. I don't hate this from Wakadia. He is just full tucked, head down, and waiting this one out. In the meanwhile as well, Zantara's may be able to find device here. Cheeky off angle, but it's all about picking his fight, and now he makes his move on a perfect timing. Spotting Magix making his way down the short pipe, and there's a lineup for multiple members. Device goes back, but won't be able to trade, and the numbers thinning. Left, right, good bloody night. HooXi dealing a blow that won't quite finish the job, as Device is still here looking to get some extra damage done, or even just keep the AWP across to the next. That time against him. And Aurora, they've got a little bit of cash in the back pocket, so it is hunt territory. And Zantara is here, sniffing him down.
Dude, it's always hard whenever you see a player in a position like this where it's like an AWP 1v5 save and it starts by the washing machine outside B. You're like, Guardian, hello? Just pops back into your mind every time. But not here. Shouldn't be one of those rounds. This should be, at best, Device saves the AWP round. Oh, tried to flick. Reactions there, but just not quite on target. So that one is taken as they pick it up and get closer and closer to potentially actually besting Astralis in this series now. Another round to the greater. There's been some signs of life. This was obviously the messy flow that opened up the round with those quick trades from the AWP. And yeah, there is an emergency. Maybe their main power has been shut off. I don't know, Mac. What do you think? Can they turn the reserve generator on in time?
Let's find out. It could be a faster one. I've managed to fashion a quote that could get Aurora excited to close out this series, but we'll hold that for a moment because these pistols are getting nipped here. Zentara's very passive towards the A site, not going to commit to the full rotation just yet. And we'll have 3 Ts to get past, who are very advanced up banana. Just jumping around, looking for the little bits of information as Astralis look to play the long game. And the pistols brought in here. There's that info that he's looking for. Zentara's does it at range. And it's all up to stare with the deagle. And the spam will get a single victim. Go to low and hoping that the other boys can do it, which they will. Now, I feel like during some of these tacticals, you know, what do you reckon Faber's saying?
Oh,
You have any ideas?
to know, man. Why have you got something prepared for this? Is this like the start of a bit?
If he was to sound like, you know, Optimus Prime, I think it'd go a bit like this. You know?
Okay.
Our battles have forged us into validity. We are a brotherhood, united by every victory and every hardship we faced. I am Aurora, and we fight, not just for today's match, but for the legacy we are building together. Let every round remind us of who we are, because in every moment we give our all, we live on.
Christ, there you go. It was less Transformers. It was more kind of like an orc. It was like an orc war chief, Mac. That's what it felt like.
Yeah, I'll workshop it. But look, Faber sounded bloody... I'd go to war for him.
Yeah, no, really good moments. It's awesome to get that listen in there. Obviously, hearing the Aurora coach, impressive stuff. He fit that whole kind of, you know, really rousing speech there into a short space of time. So let's see if they can feed off the hype. It's not looking good. HooXi, the voice of Fabre echoing throughout his ears, but it's up to Jota to turn the tides. Only good for one, and the numbers are getting thinner and thinner until Maja makes moves. One play made, but it's not enough, Mac. If they want to complete their mission, it's got to come down from this man, and it's got to be wicked sick.
Bomb has been planted.
Let's see if he can hit enough kills to make it work for him. Oh, and he's gifted that one from behind, but now the element of surprise has eluded him. And Device happy just to play Divider. Looking to play it with kills. Staying on the line. Thinking maybe there's a smoke still in play, but there's an incend there. A flash and an opportunity. It's gone to the right spot, but Device dodges the blindness and dodges the L as well. There's a 9th for Astralis, and we play on.
Nah, dude, this one keeps going. You know, that response back. Astralabots, roll out. They're keeping it close here. The battle for Cyberpass. An intense third map series for the ESL Allspark.
Someone has asked to put fries in the bag, Jackie. Did you bring fries? I thought we were just selling sausages.
Dude, I keep telling everyone we ain't got anything.
We don't have fries.
We've got no fries. Got no sausages even. I forgot. I've apologized. I've already said I'm sorry. I left all the sausages. I just didn't bring them, or I didn't cook them. They don't exist. Honestly, we haven't even actually really paid for the food license, man. Like, we're probably going to be in trouble if we start selling food.
Yeah, probably.
So it might be for the best.
Look at this. Device is so ready for that spam again. But Aurora changing up the tactics, and this time it's going to be the boost across. Yabby. All eyes on his position. The stair gets sent to half himself. Where do we end up at the end of this one? Can Aurora lock in? Going for the 1-4 split for the CTs again. Imagine just staying proactive and hunting for any info over towards short side. Double sight set up with one close towards the monster smoke, and Wakadia hoping that someone is going to be in there. You almost would have been better staying in the smoke. That flash would have been dodged, but HooXi going to be the one to find it. Denying the aggression from Yabby, and in the meanwhile, it is going to be a long rotation, 30 on the clock, and a big sprint to be found by HooXi, who's got that package on his back, as Zentara's blocks on the front side of sight. And is happy just to fight around this smoke, but does he overextend here, or does he fight for it all? Magic down to 11. But the AK one-tap potential's that much better, and so's the AWP. Uh-oh, it's looking a little chaotic here as the T's keep on fighting. Device looking to save the day, but he won't be able to. 13-9, 2-1. Aurora pull the reverse sweep.
Oh, fighting hard in the fumble towards the very end there, but they just couldn't quite do it. Outmatched at front sight, and Aurora will light up the sky versus Astralis. Stabbing out